Fáilte roimh arás. Welcome back. Follow me, Miss Gaeilge. Let's learn Irish. Level A1, Topic Ado. Level A1, Topic 2, Áiseanna, Labhairt. Amenities or facilities with a focus on speaking. Áiseanna. Le múna, chuir síos a dhéanamh ar áiseanna I gceantar an Alamóra agus ceiste chur rinne eile faoi áiseanna ina cheantar san. An bhfuil áiseanna maithe sa cheantar. Are there good facilities or amenities in the area? An bhfuil áiseanna maithe sa cheantar. Repeat after me. An bhfuil áiseanna maithe sa cheantar. 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 An bhfuil éon áiseanna ar eolas agat as Gaeilge Hannah. Do you know the words for any amenities or facilities in Irish up to now? If so, scríobh siad. Má tá, scríobh siad. Déan lista. Make a list of them. Áiseanna. Teachtarna, a pub. Teachtarna. Repeat after me. Teachtarna. 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 Uffig an Phuist, the post office. Uffig an Phuist. Uffig an Phuist. Uffig an Phuist. Shoppa. Spar is a chain of grocery stores in Ireland. Shoppa, shop. Shoppa. Abere, say it. Shoppa. 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 Aglanú Daraig le áiseanna, carrying on with amenities or facilities. Bíolan, restaurant. Bíolan. 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 Shépéal, a church. Shépéal. 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 Airport, an airport. 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 And now see if you can name them as they pop up on the screen. Teachtarna. Uffig an Phuist. Shoppa. Shépéal. Bíolan. Airport. Airport. Like an bilog áiseanna an bhaile uait don gníomhaíocht seo. You'll need the handout Áiseanna an bhaile for this activity. Áiseanna an bhaile. Town facilities or amenities. We'll continue on with our vocabulary. In cead count, shoppa. And repeat after me. Shoppa. Shoppa. Bank. A bank. 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 A supermarket. Allwarriga. 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 Uffig an Phuist. Uffig an Phuist. Uffig an Phuist. We'll go through them one more time. Shoppa. Bank. Allwarriga. Uffig an Phuist. Teachtarna, a pub. Teachtarna, the plural for pubs. So teachtarna, teachtarna, teachtarna. Óstán, a hotel. óstán, óstán, óstán. Shépéal, a church, shépéal, shépéal. Bíolann, a restaurant, bíolann, bíolann, bíolann. So we have teachtarna, óstán, shépéal, agus bíolann. Pictureland, a movie theatre or cinema, pictureland, pictureland, pictureland. Scoil, a school, scoil, scoil, scoil. Leabharlann, a library, leabharlann, leabharlann, leabharlann. Ionad sport, a sports centre, ionad sport, ionad sport, ionad sport. We have pictureland, scoil, leabharlann, and ionad sport. Áiseanna i do cheantar, facilities in your area or your district. An bhfuil áiseanna maithe sa cheantar? Are there good facilities in the area? And the question an bhfuil is always answered with either tá or níl. An bhfuil, tá or níl. Don't forget, there is no yes or no in Irish. You always answer with the form of the verb. So here we have tá would be yes, there is, níl, no, there are not. Tá siopa, scoil, agus shépéal i mo cheantar. Yes, there's a shop, a school, and a church in my area. I'll have you repeat that after me. Tá siopa, scoil, agus shépéal i mo cheantar. Tá bíolann ionad sport agus banc i mo cheantar. Tá bíolann ionad sport agus banc i mo cheantar. Yes, there's a restaurant, sports centre, and a bank in my area. Now I'll have you answer the question. An bhfuil áiseanna maithe sa cheantar? Another good thing to notice here, if we look at the word bíolann, and you'll notice we also had bíolann is a restaurant, leabharlann is a library, pictureland is a movie theatre or a cinema, and these words, bia is the word for food, bíolann, restaurant, pictureland, picture is the word for picture, pictureland, cinema or movie theatre. And in Ireland, way back in the day, one would often use the term, I'm going to the pictures, as in I'm going to see a movie at the theatre, I'm going to the pictures. And then leabharlann, the word leabhar is a book, leabharlann is a library. So the ending L-A-N-N, you can often figure out what the word means by looking at its construction. Áiseanna an bhaile. So using the question that we just practiced, an bhfuil áiseanna maithe sa cheantar, I'm going to ask you that, and you're going to answer based on row 1. Just pick out 2 or 3 of the items and say the answer to the question out loud, and then I'll ask you the question again and use the second row, pick out 2 or 3 of the items in it and use that as your answer. So, Lína Hain, row 1, an bhfuil áiseanna maithe sa cheantar. Lína Dó, row 2, an bhfuil áiseanna maithe sa cheantar. Beidh an bilóg áiseanna bailte difriúla uait don gníomhaíocht seo. You'll need the handout, facilities, different towns for this activity. Áiseanna, Balcha de Friúla. Facilities, different towns. So you're going to use your handout for this activity. You'll notice there are 6 rows, and in each row there are a bunch of different buildings, post office, restaurant, hotels, churches, schools. I've labeled the rows A, B, C, D, E, F, and I will name a row, and then I will ask you some questions. An bhfuil banc sa cheantar, no an bhfuil banc sa bhaile, and is there a bank in the town? And you will answer tá or níl. More hampla, for example, an bhfuil banc ann, and you'll answer Fallimore is learner, tá or níl. An bhfuil pictureland ann, tá or níl, depending on whether there is or not. So, Fragger na Ceistena, answer the questions. Líne A, line A, an bhfuil sépéal ann, an bhfuil olwarga ann, an bhfuil teachtarna ann, an bhfuil leabharlann ann. Anois féach líne C, now look at line C, an bhfuil banc ann, an bhfuil pictureland ann, an bhfuil bialann ann, an bhfuil óstán ann. Agus anois féach líne E, and now look at line E, an bhfuil siopa ann, an bhfuil ifig an fist ann, an bhfuil scoil ann, an bhfuil ionad sport ann. And now it's your turn. Cad iad na háiseanna atá I. I'm going to name a line. What are the facilities in that town? Cad iad na háiseanna atá I líne B. Cad iad na háiseanna atá I líne D. Cad iad na háiseanna atá I líne F. Anois beag bilóg áiseanna bilí A agus B uait don gníomhaíoch seo. Now you'll need the handout bilí A and B for this activity. Áiseanna, bilí, part A. Facilities, bills, part A. Tá bilí le hiacha agat ach cé bhéad. You have bills to pay, but how much? Éist leis an bhír go hiomlán ar dús. Listen to the sound clip completely at first. An sin éist arís agus scríomh na praosanna sna spásanna chuí. Then listen again and write the prices in the correct places. Lean araig mar sin go dtí go bhfuil gach barna línta agat. Continue on like this until you have every gap filled. An sin stop an fiseán agus lé na hanamacha agus na praosanna amach os ord. Then stop the sound file and read the names and the prices out loud. Cad é an price omlán atá le hiacha agat? What is the total price that you have to pay? Áiseanna bilí. Gruigere gráine, €25 nó canaí. Bonscoil néomh €38. Siopa í rian, €23 seachtal. Leabharlann fadlí, €80 Bialann na mara, €62 63. Ionad sportaí chealaigh, €45. Áiseanna bilí. Gruigere gráine, €25 nó canaí. Bonscoil Néomh €3.8. Siopa I Rian €23.7. Laurelin Fadley €8.50. Bíalan na Mara €62.63. Anad Sporty Chealaigh €45. Freagraí Billy A. Siopa I Rian €23.7. Anad Sporty Chealaigh €45. Bonscoil Néomh €3.8. Bíalan na Mara €62.63. Gruigear a Gráine €55.9. Laurelin Fadley €8.50. Agus an price omláin €243.82. Áiseanna Billy Part B. Facilities Bills Part B. Tá Billy le hiachagat ach le céin áid. You have bills to pay, but from where? Éis leis an bhír go hiomlán ar dús. Listen to the sound file completely at first. An sin éis de ríis agus scríb na hanamlacha sna spás na cuí. Then listen again and write the names in the correct spaces. Lean a raig mar sin go dtí go bhfuil gach barna líonta agat. Continue on like this until you have every gap filled. Bí cuaireamach níl siad san ord céine mar atá siad thuas. Be careful, they're not in the same order that they were above. Áiseanna Billy B. Siopa I Rian €23.7. Anad Sporty Chealaigh €45. Bonscoil Néomh €3.8. Bíalan na Mara €62.63. Gruigear a Gráine €55.9. Laurelin Fadley €8.50. Áiseanna Billy B. Siopa I Rian €23.7. Anad Sporty Chealaigh €45. Bonscoil Néomh €3.8. Bíalan na Mara €62.63. Gruigear a Gráine €55.9. Laurelin Fadley €8.50. Freagraí Billy B. Gruigear a Gráine €55.9. Bonscoil Néomh €3.8. Siopa I Rian €23.7. Anad Sporty Chealaigh €45. Laurelin Fadley €8.50. Bíalan na Mara €62.63. Beag an bilóg Áiseanna Roll-Immert dul siar uad don gníomhaíocht seo. You'll need the handout Roll-Immert for this activity. Áiseanna Roll-Immert dul siar. Facilities Role Play Review. So, Bemid ag déanamh Roll-Immert go luath. We'll be doing a role play activity soon. Ach sulla nenthig tú é seo caithfidh sibh na frásaí ar an bilóg a léamh agus caithfidh sibh iad a scríomh i gcart. But before we do that, you have to read the sentences on this handout and rewrite them correctly. Mar hampla iver hain. For example, number 1, dit dia should be diaghit. Agus anish na freagraí. And now the answers. Iver a hain, díochas. Iver a dó, conna sa tátu. Iver a trí, cadé mar a tátu. Iver a cahar, an I dálach tú. Iver a cúig, tá mé go maith. Iver a sé, cá bhfuil sé sin. Iver a seacht, cad é do cheola baile. Agus iver a hacht, cá bhfuil tú I do chónaí. Áiseanna agus áiseanna, places and facilities. We're going to do a little bit of vocabulary here, some of the places and facilities, and we'll go over some of the plurals as well, because oftentimes you'll see these come up when you might be reading, so that you know what the difference is between the two words. So in cead count, the first one, an sráid bhaile na sráid bhailte, the village, the villages. An sráid bhaile na sráid bhailte. An baile na bailte, the town, the towns. An baile na bailte. An chathair na cathracha, the city, the cities. An chathair na cathracha. An buíochas na buíochas, the suburb or the suburbs. An buíochas na buíochas. An cúntaithe na cúntaithe, the county, the counties. An cúntaithe na cúntaithe. An siopa na siopaí, the shop, the shops. An bank na bank, the bank, the banks. An bank na bank. An tollmharaige na hollmharaigí, the supermarket, the supermarkets. An tollmharaige na hollmharaigí. Now you've probably noticed the pattern here. An is the article the, singular. Na is the article the for plural. An tollmharaige, the supermarket. Na hollmharaigí, the supermarkets. An tonad siopadóireachta, na nonad siopadóireachta, the shopping centre, the shopping centres. An tonad siopadóireachta, na nonad siopadóireachta. An scoil na scoileanna, the school, the schools. An scoil na scoileanna. Uffig an phoist, the post office. Uffig an phoist. An teachtarna na tithe-tarna, the pub, the pubs. An teachtarna na tithe-tarna. An tóstáin na hóstáin, the hotel, the hotels. An tóstáin na hóstáin. Linn snámha, a swimming pool. Linn snámha. An phictiúrlan na pictiúrlanna, the movie theatre or the movie theatres. An phictiúrlan na pictiúrlanna. An siopa nuachtáin na siopaí nuachtáin, the newsagents, singular and plural. An siopa nuachtáin na siopaí nuachtáin. An grúigere na grúigerí, the hairdresser, the hairdressers. An grúigere na grúigerí. Here in the United States, we'd probably use the term the beauty salon, but in Ireland, they just call it the hairdressers. An fork na parcanna, the park, the parks. An fork na parcanna. Beg an bilóg áiseanna ról imirt agus ról cartaí uait don gníomhaíocht seo. You'll need the handouts ról imirt and ról cartaí for this activity. Ról imirt, réamh obair. Role play, preparatory work. Is gníomhaíocht beirte í seo a dhéanamid I rith an pop-up. So this is a partner activity that we'll do during the pop-up Gaeltacht. Úsáid na bilóg ról imirt ról A agus ról imirt ról B. We will use the handouts ról imirt ról A and ról imirt ról B. Begur chluine amháin ról A a ghlacha agus an duine eile ról B a ghlacha. One person will take the part of role A and the other person role B. Beg sibh ag buint úsáid as an ólas atá na cartaí chun an ról ahrais a dhéanamh. So you'll be using the information on the cards to do the role play. Féach na frásaí agus déan iireacht Gaeilge chur orthu ó bhéal. Look at the phrases and make an effort to translate them into Irish orally without having to write them down at first. Déan cloachta an gá ról mar beg oribh an ról a bhaller too. Practice both roles because you will have to switch roles during the activity. Is task dúshlánach é an task seo. This is a challenging activity. So I would suggest you read through roll card A and at first try and translate it into Irish without having to write it down. And then go ahead and maybe scríomh amach, write it out. But practice trying to do it orally without having to read it so that when we do come to do the activity, it'll come to you naturally and fluently. And here you can see roll card A, they're asking you to greet the other person and ask them how he or she is. And then they'll answer something and you'll say you're very well, ask them how he or she is, and so on. And again, roll B, the responses to the person A's questions. Agus seo na cartaí, and these are the cards that you'll be using. So you'll have one of these cards and you'll use the information on this card to answer the questions that Dinna A or Dinna B asks you in the role play activity. So take a look at them ahead of time and translate them, see what you can do, and give it a little bit of practice. And that wraps up this section, Áiseanna, where we worked on Theastas Eorpach Áiseanna I gceantar an Aulamóra agus an ceistachar gine eile faoi Áiseanna ina cheantarsan. So describing the facilities in your area and asking somebody else about their area. And on that last activity, the role play, if you are stuck, there is an answer key below in the handout section of the course, if you need to look at it. Lecture notes and worksheets to accompany the course are available, along with audio files and links to Quizlet flashcards and study tools. Original files are available to download at Theastas Eorpach na Gaeilge's website, or edited versions can be found at simplyjacintha.com, links in the description box below. Míle buíochas de Theastas Eorpach na Gaeilge as cead a thuirteam úsáid a bhaint as na háiseanna closamhairc atá le fáil suíomh. Many thanks to Theastas Eorpach na Gaeilge for their permission to use the learning resources that are available on their website. Tá súlagam gur bhaint sibh tanavas. I hope you enjoyed this lesson. Like and subscribe if you got some value out of it.